Hello everyone, and welcome to setting up the iQuiz Facebook quiz application. This is going to be a detailed video tutorial showing you how to set up the application within Facebook and also the configuration of the actual application itself, which will take about 30 seconds once we're done setting up the Facebook application. To get right started, what we're going to do is we're going to go to facebook.com/developers. And up here on the right hand side we're going to click Set Up New Application. From here we're going to pick our application name, so in our case it'll be Quiz Demo. We're going to agree to the Facebook terms and hit Create Application. And here we are at the Edit Application screen. Three things we're really going to want to pay attention to are the application ID, the API key, and the secret key. These numbers are going to let us tell the application how to talk to Facebook. From here, if you want to go ahead and fill in your description and upload a logo and add some developers to your application, you can feel free to do so. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to Canvas, and we're going to set up our Canvas page URL. And since this is going to be for the quiz demo, we're going to use quiz demo app. Now our Canvas callback URL, this is the location of the index.php file that comes with iQuiz located on your server. So in my case it's going to be http://quizdemo.imakeinternet.com/index.php with a trailing backslash at the end there. Next thing we're going to set is our render method. It's going to be FBML, and everything else can just stay the same. Once all this is done, we're going to go back to our basic tab, and we're going to switch back over to our favorite FTP client, and we're going to edit one file and set up all of our configuration variables, and we're going to be up and running. To edit this file, we're going to go into System, Application, Config. And the only file we're going to need to edit here is the file called app_config.php. This will allow us to change just a few variables and set up our questions for each different app that we're going to do. So if we open this up, we'll see that everything's been documented with what we need to put in there. For starters, we're going to change our config HTML root, which is basically the same thing as where the index.php file is located on your server, except we're not going to put the index.php in there. So http://quizdemo.imakeinternet.com/. Next on the list we have our Facebook application ID, so we can tab back to our application here and copy and paste the application ID. Same thing with the API key, and again the same thing with the secret key. We're going to call this Quiz App Demo, and we're going to also change our Facebook root, which is our Canvas URL from our application here. So we have it as Quiz Demo App. So we'll just change this real quick to Quiz Demo App. Moving forward, below this we have our ad header and our ad footer. You can use this to set up any kind of advertisements you want to display, or anything at the top of the page and the bottom of the page. Doesn't necessarily have to be an advertisement. It's just provided there in case you need to use that functionality. Next down here is our quiz cross promotion configuration. And what this is that just before the footer ad is displayed in the application, it'll cross promote 3 different quiz applications if you have them. If not, you can go ahead and leave those blank. All we really need to set up is a title and a URL to send them to, and then that'll track our promotions throughout the application. Moving further down, we're going to get to our actual questions and answers configuration. So our first thing we're going to be setting up here is our max points config variable, which in this case the default is going to be 5. Now what this is how many maximum amount of points each user can get for each quiz. You'll notice down here I have a points area set up where you can assign a points value to each answer that the user can choose. And this will be reflected back in their results. The next line is going to be the title of our first question. If you notice here we have keys set up in here. This one is 0. The next question is going to be 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. This is just so that we can separate the questions. Same thing with answers. We start each answer with its own key. Since this one is part of this question, we're going to have key 0. for the text and the points. And we're going to have key 1 for the next answer's text and points. We don't have to continually increment the key for the answers because each answer is going to be unique to each question. However, we do need to increment the key for the questions themselves. Moving forward, we have our result. Now this is set up pretty easily. If we have a 5-point quiz, we set up 6 different keys because we set up the 0 key in case they didn't score any points. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for each of the possible score outcomes. Real simple. Just put in the description of text that you want to display to the user if they get this score. So it can be as long or as short as you want it to be. And then you just want to have an images / and then the name of a result image to show to the user. This will also get published to their profile along with their score. After you've gone through and set that up, we're all set. You can go ahead and save that and re-upload it to your web server, and we're finished. Once it's done uploading, we can go ahead and check to see if that worked. Before we go to the actual application, we're going to want to go down here and save our changes. And then we'll go back to our application. So apps.facebook.com/quiz-demo-app. And here we are at our successful installation of our quiz app demo. Just to show you that it works, we'll go ahead and click here to start the quiz. We'll run through a quick little quiz. Let's do 2 more questions real quick here. We're not going to invite any of our friends, so we can just go ahead and skip this process. And here we go. Here's our result image. We scored a 5. And we can go ahead and publish this to our wall if we want to. And there we have it. That completes the video tutorial for setting up iQuiz on Facebook. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Thank you.